Welcome back to the show. We got a special treat for you guys today because today we are going to be chatting with an actual functioning adult, Dr. Cartier. Welcome back to the show. Great to have you on.
Thank you for having me on, Ben.
So, Doctor, what brings you back onto the show? What do you want to talk about today?
Well, over the past few months, IK has very much been escalating her murders, and with the information that I gleaned, I've now put together a fairly solid profile of IK.
It's done.
It's done.
The masterpiece is finished. The Mona Lisa has the smile. So, I'm just going to shut up for the next little bit. It doesn't happen too often, but take it away.
Essentially, I feel that IK is a millennial. She's a loner. She's smart. She's creative. She likely comes from the IT world, QA, and I firmly believe that as the kills are getting more and more creative and bigger, they've reached a tipping point where she's compelled to escalate things.
So what you're saying is that she has to keep escalating. It's going to keep getting bigger and more grandiose. And I don't know how you're going to top Flaming Marshmallow Man. Moderately curious to find out. But you think that's it? She's just has to keep going now?
Pretty much, yes.
So we're looking at a creative overachiever, serial killer.
Exactly, yes.
Damn. Oh, that's pretty horrible. So millennial, I'll totally agree with you there. Avenue of social media, how she's been using it, how entrenched it is in her brand, I guess you'd call it. Above average IQ, I think you mentioned.
Very much so, I feel, yes.
With that above average IQ, with that large creative brain, are they a programmer? What do you think?
Very likely something IT related that works with computers, that knows the ins and outs of computers, whether it's coding, hacking. So it becomes so second nature to her that computers are her raison d'etre. She works with computers because she is computers. She is the goddess of social media, for lack of a better word.
The goddess of social media. She's, God. There's a couple people who have called into the show, and they are just going to eat that up. So thank you for that. You said she has a creative streak to her.
Yes.
Is this a creative person, or is this someone who just has an appreciation for it?
Well, I think she appreciates her own creativity, yes, but overall, she is a creative person, both creative and very technical at the same time. Like having the capability to use both sides of her brain allows her to dream up ideas and follow them through, and at the same time also has the wherewithal to decreate, shall we say, to make things better for her.
Okay, so she's smart, she's detail-oriented. I really wanted to talk to you about the escalation that she's been going through, because the kills have just been getting just ridiculous. They've always been gruesome, they've always been horrific and ironic and whatever. But lately, especially the last one, what was his name?
The Marshmallow Man?
The Marshmallow Man. I feel so bad saying that, but I just...
That's what one keeps thinking of. It's the Marshmallow Man.
It's the Marshmallow Man. I'm just picturing Ghostbusters, but smaller and bloodier.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, okay, so the Marshmallow Man. Apologies to the family of the Marshmallow Man. So that's the most public murder to date. I think that's one of the most public murders I think I've ever seen, of a man literally stuffed into a marshmallow mascot suit and set ablaze into a crowd of people. It's a hard act to follow. That's something that's not going to be easy to top. What are the odds, in your opinion, that she's going to slip up?
Well, she keeps setting the bar so high, and the kills become more and more extravagant, more eye-catching, more newsworthy / social media worthy, that eventually she's going to have to slip up because there's more opportunity for her to do so.
I'd almost want to say that she would have a compulsion or a neuroses. Well, there's clearly a couple things wrong, but I think that specifically, there might be something like an OCD complex going on.
I feel you're correct. It's not like she chooses to do it. She has no choice but to do that.
In the media, we've always gotten this portrayal that serial killers, psychopaths are always these extremely charming, extremely outgoing people. The reality of that is sometimes different. So do you think she falls into that category of the charmers, even though she's a loner, or do you think she's falling into the extreme introvert kind of category?
She may be charismatic, but I think in the offline world, she's probably quiet and introverted.
So in her daily life, she's probably just a drone, probably just another corporate nobody sitting in a cubicle, crushing away some cheap, shitty black coffee and going through lines of code. It sounds kind of horrible, but now that she made IK, she's made the image killer. She now has this alter ego, which is basically becoming her life. Question is, which one do you think is now her true self? Is the image killer mask that she's putting on, or is her daily life this, nose to the grindstone, smart but not very outgoing cubicle worker? Is that the real her?
The real her, I believe, is I guess a combination of the two.
All right, so I just want to recap everything you just said regarding your profile that you've put together. So, image killer is a millennial, an above average IQ from an urban background, has some kind of artistic abilities, probably not professional. She's compulsively detail oriented, she's stylish but not original, and she works in IT.
Yes, QA specifically. I believe that she sees the world as a computer with glitches in it, and she's trying to debug humanity.
It's a great little byline for your next article. Well, thank you for your thoughts, Doctor, and it's been great having you on.
It's been great being here. Thank you, Benjamin.
Okay, well, we've been talking with Dr. Cartier and his profile on the image killer, which is going to be a nice little boon to narrow down my list just a little bit further. And it is getting short, people. Shorter than a barefoot Tom Cruise. That's it, guys. Good night.